Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. US President Donald Trump says Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave a loud and clear message to Pakistan on terror. India announces $12 million grant for high-impact developmental projects in Pacific Island nations, along with a concessional line of credit of $150 million for climate-related projects. People in India are following the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi and leading the movements like Swachh Bharat Mission, says Prime Minister. Defence Minister says Indian forces are fully prepared to tackle the revived terror infrastructure in Balakot, commissions Coast Guard Ship Varaha at Chennai Port. Bangladesh, Myanmar and China agree to form a tripartite joint working mechanism to oversee the process of Rohingya repatriation to Myanmar. US President Donald Trump has said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given a loud and clear message to Pakistan on terror. He said Prime Minister Modi will be able to solve the problem of radical Islamic terror. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Trump had a bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly session in New York. The leaders held a long discussion on terrorism. The meeting comes days after both leaders shared the stage in Houston during the Howdy Modi event. Addressing a joint press conference after the meeting, President Trump reiterated his hope that India and Pakistan will resolve the Kashmir issue soon.
Your Prime Minister will take care of it. He'll solve the problem. I have no doubt about it. I have great respect, I have great admiration, and I really like him. He's a great leader. He's like an American version of Elvis Presley. They love your Prime Minister. It's a great thing.
Mr. Trump said the U.S. will soon have a trade deal with India to boost economic ties between the two nations. Prime Minister Modi said in his statement that he is happy with the agreement signed in Houston by Indian company Petronet for $2.5 billion. Mr. Modi said in the years to come, this will result in trade of an amount of $60 billion and create 50,000 jobs, which is a big initiative taken by India. Mr. Modi thanked the US President and said he is a good friend of India. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale briefed media about the meeting of the two leaders. He said India never shied away from talks, but its gestures were never reciprocated.
Prime Minister underscored to President Trump that it is incumbent on the international community to join together to fight terrorism. Also explained that we have never shied away from talking to Pakistan. However, we expect that overtures that Prime Minister has made over the years ought to have been reciprocated, and none of them have been reciprocated, beginning with Prime Minister's invitation at the oath-taking ceremony.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also met leaders of the Pacific Islands Developing States (PSIDS) on the sidelines of the UNGA session. The Prime Minister highlighted the need for development policies to be inclusive and sustainable, to reduce inequality and contribute to empowerment and improvement of the quality of people's lives. Mr. Modi said India was equally committed to tackle the impact of climate change and supported the efforts of the PSIDS to achieve their developmental goals through necessary developmental and technical assistance. External Affairs Ministry in a press release said, in the spirit of his fundamental mantra, Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas or Sabka Vishwas, PM Modi announced allocation of a $12 million grant towards implementation of high-impact developmental projects in the area of their choice. In addition, a concessional line of credit of $150 million was announced, which can be availed by the PSIDS for undertaking solar and renewable energy and climate-related projects based on each country's requirement. Leaders of PSIDS welcomed the initiatives proposed by PM Modi to strengthen engagement and cooperation between the two sides and reassured full support from their respective governments. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared his thoughts on Mahatma Gandhi at a program hosted by India in New York. Mr. Modi, along with other world leaders, also inaugurated the Gandhi Solar Park at the UN headquarters and released a commemorative stamp issued by the UN on the occasion of Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary. Mr. Modi said the platform is a living example that Mahatma Gandhi was from India but did not belong only to India. The Prime Minister said Gandhiji had stressed on the real strength of democracy. He taught people to be self-sufficient and not to depend on governments. The Prime Minister said in the last 5 years his government has given primacy to people's participation. Mr. Modi said, whether it's the Swachh Bharat Mission or Digital India, people are now leading these campaigns themselves.
चाहे क्लाइमेट चेंज हो या फिर आतंकवाद, भ्रष्टाचार हो या फिर स्वार्थपरक सामाजिक जीवन, गांधी जी के ये सिद्धांत हमें मानवता की रक्षा करने के लिए मार्गदर्शक की तरह काम करते हैं। मुझे विश्वास है कि गांधी जी का दिखाया ये रास्ता बेहतर विश्व के निर्माण में प्रेरक सिद्ध होगा।
The Prime Minister was conferred the Global Goalkeeper Award by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for the Swachh Bharat Mission launched by his government. Accepting the award, Mr. Modi said he shares the honour with crores of Indians who had contributed to the success of the mission. The Prime Minister said when 130 crore people take a pledge, any challenge can be overcome.
हमने भारत को टीबी से मुक्त करने का लक्ष्य रखा है और हम यूनिवर्सल इम्यूनाइजेशन की तरफ भी तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। नेशनल न्यूट्रिशन मिशन से अनीमिया और स्टंटिंग जैसी समस्या पर भी भारत बहुत तेजी से काबू पाने वाला है।
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
आज हम मिलेंगे इस गांव की पहली लड़की से जिसने मेडिकल एग्जाम क्लियर करके अपने परिवार का ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे गांव का नाम रोशन किया है। बधाई हो सपना।
थैंक यू।
तैयारी तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन आपने ऐसी क्या खास तैयारी की?
खास तैयारी तो बाबा ने की।
बाबा ने?
4 साल पहले बाबा ने घर पे इज्जत घर बनवाया, तब से बाहर नहीं जाना पड़ा और मैं स्वस्थ और सुरक्षित रह पाई और चैन से पढ़ाई कर पाई। इसी से मेरी तैयारी की शुरुआत हुई।
इज्जत घर के इस्तेमाल से सपना की तरह कई और जिंदगियां बदल रही हैं। इसलिए इज्जत घर का इस्तेमाल करते रहिए, हर कोई, हर रोज, हमेशा।
पेयजल एवं स्वच्छता विभाग, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said the Indian Defence Forces are fully prepared to face whatever challenges are being faced by the nation. He commissioned the 4th offshore patrol vessel of the Indian Coast Guard named Varaha at a function held in Chennai Port today. Speaking on the occasion, the Defence Minister said issues relating to coastal security are being addressed in a coordinated and cohesive manner.
Issues related to coastal security are being progressed in a coordinated and a cohesive manner with a committed approach by various stakeholders. Through this forum, I would call upon all the agency and the stakeholders involved in the coastal security to proactively interact and engage towards achieving a common goal of national security.
Interacting briefly with reporters on the question of whether India is going to shut down the revived terror infrastructure in Balakot in Pakistan, Mr. Singh said not to worry, the Indian forces are fully prepared. On weapons and grenades being dropped in Punjab from across the border, the Defence Minister said whatever be the challenges of national security, our Jawans, be it from the Army, the Air Force or the Navy, are capable of combating and defeating them. Our correspondent takes a look at the features of ICGS Varaha.
The indigenously constructed ICGS Varaha is the 4th in the series of 7 offshore patrol vessels of the Coast Guard. It will be based at New Mangalore in Karnataka under the Western Command. The 98-meter ship is equipped with a 30mm gun and has an integrated bridge system, platform management systems, automated power management system and high-power external firefighting system. It is capable of carrying a twin-engine helicopter and 4 high-speed boats for swift boarding, search and rescue. It also carries pollution response equipment for handling incidents like oil spills at sea. Ankita, News Desk.
In Uttar Pradesh, a law student who had accused BJP leader and former Union Minister Swami Chinmayanand of sexually harassing her was arrested by the Special Investigation Team SIT today for allegedly blackmailing and trying to extort money from him. The SIT arrested her from her residence in Shahjahanpur after a brief interrogation. Later, after her medical examination, she was produced in the Chief Judicial Magistrates Court, from where she was sent to jail for 14 days judicial custody. Swami Chinmayanand has already been arrested by the SIT and presently he is under treatment in SGPI Medical College Hospital in Lucknow. In Madhya Pradesh, a MiG-21 trainer aircraft of the Indian Air Force crashed this morning at Bhind district. The IAF has ordered a court of inquiry to ascertain the cause of the accident. The aircraft, which was on a routine mission, crashed around 10 a.m. Both the pilots, including a group captain and a squadron leader, managed to eject safely. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat today inaugurated an exhibition of 6th India Water Week at Indira Gandhi National Centre for Arts in New Delhi. Projects related to Namami Gange, various river interlinking projects, technologies used in rainwater harvesting and other water projects have been displayed in the exhibition. Talking to reporters, Mr. Shekhawat said the government is committed to ensure piped water supply to every household of the country.
पीने का पानी हर घर तक पाइप के माध्यम से, नल के माध्यम से पहुंचे, सरकार इसके लिए संकल्पबद्ध है। सैनिटेशन फॉर ऑल लगभग हम पूर्णता के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने की ओर पहुंचे हैं। निश्चित रूप से ऐसे समय में भारत के लिए ये विषय अत्यंत ही उत्साहवर्धक भी है और अत्यंत ही चुनौती भरा भी है।
The nation pays homage to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay on his birth anniversary today. Various functions have been organized in different parts of the country to mark the occasion. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tribute to Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, describing him as one of the greatest icons of India. The Prime Minister said his life's message of serving the most downtrodden with compassion resonates far and wide. BJP President Amit Shah paid floral tributes to the party ideologue at his statue in the party headquarters in New Delhi. BJP Working President JP Nadda paid floral tributes to the leader at his statue in Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Vatika in the national capital. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio.
बेटा कहाँ चले?
मैं चला पार्क। वहाँ होंगे कॉलोनी के सारे बच्चे। हम सब मिलकर चलाएंगे स्वच्छता का अभियान। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है
हम 2 अक्टूबर से पहले लगभग 2 सप्ताह तक देश भर में स्वच्छता ही सेवा अभियान चलाते हैं। इस बार यह 11 सितंबर से शुरू होगा। इस दौरान हम अपने अपने घरों से बाहर निकलकर श्रमदान के जरिए महात्मा गांधी को कार्यांजलि देंगे। पूरे देश में प्लास्टिक के खिलाफ एक नए जन आंदोलन की नींव रखेंगे।
स्वच्छता का ये अभियान चलाना है और सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक को हटाना है।
Bangladesh, Myanmar and China have agreed to form a tripartite joint working mechanism to oversee the repatriation process of Rohingyas to Myanmar. Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, announced this yesterday in New York after holding talks with his counterparts from China and Myanmar. He said the proposal was mooted by China, which was also agreed to by Myanmar and Bangladesh. Dr. Momen said the first meeting of the tripartite group will be held next month. According to UNHCR, Bangladesh has more than 9 lakh Rohingya refugees, out of which close to 7,50,000 refugees arrived after August 2017, fleeing Rakhine province of Myanmar amid violence and military crackdown. Bangladesh claims to have 11 lakh Rohingya refugees in the country. Equity benchmarks today logged losses of more than 1% in afternoon trade. Domestic indices declined mainly due to losses in banking, IT and auto stocks amid negative global cues and foreign fund outflow. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. US President Donald Trump says Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave a loud and clear message to Pakistan on terror. India announces $12 million grant for high-impact developmental projects in Pacific Island nations, along with a concessional line of credit of $150 million for climate-related projects. People in India are following the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi and leading the movements like Swachh Bharat Mission, says Prime Minister. Defence Minister says Indian forces are fully prepared to tackle the revived terror infrastructure in Balakot, commissions Coast Guard Ship Varaha at Chennai Port. Bangladesh, Myanmar and China agreed to form a tripartite joint working mechanism to oversee the process of Rohingya repatriation to Myanmar. And with that we end the midday news.